Hello to all our NRI friends across the globe. This is CA Mohit Gopwani, your NRI tax expert on behalf of SB NRI. Last week, the government has finally went ahead and made the PAN cards inoperative for a lot of users whose PAN Aadhaar were not linked. And this has led to a lot of distress for the NRI community. A lot of NRIs do not hold an Aadhaar card, which meant that their PAN card has automatically become inoperative. This was long time coming. As a result, within the last week, we have received thousands of queries from the NRI community. Because their PAN card has become inoperative, they cannot liquidate their mutual fund holdings. They cannot apply for Form 13. Let us look at this entire problem in three parts. The concern notification, because of which the PAN card has become inoperative. In the second part, we look at the implications. And in the third part, we look at what steps are to be done next. In the first part, let us look at the concern notification and its implementation. The government had started the PAN Aadhaar linking drive in 2017, where all PAN holders who were eligible to apply for an Aadhaar card had to mandatorily link their PAN with their Aadhaar. Notably, some exceptions were given. NRIs and OCIs were exempted from this rule, which made sense because NRIs and OCIs are not supposed to hold an Aadhaar card in the first place. An Aadhaar card is only meant to be for residents. However, even though the government had exempted NRIs and OCIs from the PAN Aadhaar linking rule, there was no specific way to claim that exemption. There was no specific form through which they could have claimed their exemption. In fact, the government kept sending out standard emails to all users, even NRIs and OCIs, to get their PAN and Aadhaar linked before 30th of June. This led to a lot of confusion for the NRI community. Even though they were exempted, why were they still receiving these emails? A lot of NRIs do actually continue to hold an Aadhaar card, and for them it was very simple. They went ahead and linked their PAN with their Aadhaar. But for those NRIs and OCIs who did not hold an Aadhaar card, they were left confused. A lot of NRIs registered themselves on the e-filing portal and updated their profile to reflect their status as a resident and as a foreign citizen. Some of them even filed their ITR as a non-resident on a regular basis because that is the only way wherein you can communicate to the government your residential status as a non-resident. Even then, even after doing these steps, for those NRIs and OCIs who did not have an Aadhaar card, the government has actually went ahead and made the PAN cards inoperative. Moving on to part 2 of this video, how to make the PAN card operative again. As mentioned before, there is no specific way to claim exemption from the PAN Aadhaar linking rule. A lot of users have tried registering themselves on the e-filing portal. That is the first option. Through the e-filing portal, there are various steps that you can do. You can update your profile. You can file your ITR as a non-resident. You can also raise a grievance. Given the fact that you are a non-resident and a foreign citizen, you can update your citizenship and you can also raise a grievance wherein you can submit your foreign passport and the authorities should look at it. However, there has been no response from the authorities yet. And the other option is to update your citizenship in the PAN database. Now, there is no online method to do this. You can write an email to your jurisdictional AO giving your scenario and request them to update your citizenship in the PAN database. However, this should not be the only way because not just OCIs, even NRIs who continue to hold an Indian passport and living abroad for a lot of years, even this section of people has been exempted. So even if you are an NRI and not an OCI, even then you are exempted. As such, the system should have been smart enough to understand and differentiate between residents, non-residents and OCIs. Why did the government give an exemption in the first place if they could not differentiate? Also, if they have given an exemption, ideally there should have been a form or a specific method through which NRIs should have been able to claim this exemption. To be honest, there is no specific answer right now as to how to make your PAN card operative again. We have reached out to authorities through various means on behalf of a lot of NRI users to make their PAN cards operative, but there has been no response from the authorities. Please stay tuned to this channel, and as soon as we have a definite way to get the PAN card operative again, we will make another video on that to help all our NRI community. Let us look at part 3 of this video, which deals with what is to be done next. As a first step, if you are an NRI and OCI, please register yourself on the income tax portal if you haven't done that yet. If you are already registered, log in. As soon as you log in, there will be a notification if your PAN card has been made inoperative. There will be a pop-up on the screen. So first step is you get to know whether your PAN card is operative or not. If it is inoperative, then there are a lot of financial transactions that you cannot do. You cannot apply for a Form 13 lower TDS certificate. You cannot even liquidate your mutual fund holding. So you need to first know whether your PAN card is inoperative or not. However, one good thing is that even though your PAN card might have become inoperative, you can still go ahead and file your ITR. 31st July is the last date for filing your ITR as a non-resident OCI. Please go ahead and file your ITR, because even if your PAN card has become inoperative, you can still do that. And that also helps to communicate your NRI status to the tax authorities. This might help you going down in the scenario of making your PAN card becoming operative again. So this was all on the topic of making the PAN card operative again. If you have any more queries with respect to ITR filing and its importance, we will soon be coming out with another video on that topic as well. We hope this video was able to give you some clarity on your PAN status and how to make your PAN card operative again. Please share this video with other members of the NRI community so that even they gain clarity on these topics. We will be back very soon as we have definite steps on how to make your PAN card operative again. Please feel free to reach out to us in case of any further queries, and please stay tuned to this channel for first updates on ITR filing and making the PAN card operative again. Thank you.